welcome. I'm Amanda. If we've never met before, welcome. Today we'll do a practice with some added weights if you'd like. So I have 3-pound weights and 2-pound weights. You can use whatever suits you, whatever you have in your house. You can skip weights altogether. And you can always get rid of them at any point during your practice. Remember that this is your journey and your space, so always make it work for you. I just serve as the guide, so your job is to take the pieces that work and leave what doesn't. So with that being said, we'll get started in child's pose today. Make sure your sets of weights are within reach at the front of your mat if you are planning to use those. If you have any other props that you'd like, blocks of any form, bolsters, towels, anything like that, make sure that you do have it wherever you need. And we'll get started in child's pose. So finding, letting the big toes come together to touch behind you. Letting the knees walk out as wide as you like. So they can be really wide or they can be a little closer together. Hips to heels, head to earth. And again, if that's not comfortable, that's where these props come in. So one can go between the feet as you melt down that way. You can also take one of these to where you would place your forehead and let the arms fall back or reach forward. So anything like that that suits you in your Balasana, your child's pose. And we'll just melt there for a little bit. Starting to find a little bit of length and deepening in the breath. Letting the belly expand outward as you breathe in and letting it collapse back inward to center as you breathe out. And just taking this time, this space here for you. Letting that breath come a little longer, fuller, slower. And letting it drain out with just as much slowness as it came in. And breathe deeply. And empty fully. A couple more just like that, slowly dragging the air in. And emptying. Rolling it out, in through the nose, filling up, and empty. And continuing with your breath pattern, start to draw some attention to your center. Let the belly muscles pull up and in, supporting your middle, but also supporting the spine and the hips and the chest. So using that space within your center, the sort of connection between the upper and lower body. So really drawing in through belly center, letting it lift up towards the rib cage and towards the spine. And then pelvic floor muscles, same thing. They draw up and in towards the midline, supporting you from your base. And then start to let your third eye, so that center space right between the eyebrows, let that rock side to side on your mat if that feels okay. So if you can walk the fingers out just a little bit longer. Stay for just one more breath in. And breath out. As you are ready, find your way up to all fours. Let the knees come under the hips and the shoulders stack over the wrists. Pull the belly up and in with a nice long flat spine. Lengthen the head forward and the hips back. And then on your next inhale, drop your belly, flip your heart up, look up, open. And then reverse that, chin to chest, tuck in, cat, round the spine. Breathe in to open, broaden the collarbone, hips lift, heart forward. And squeeze it inward, empty, round. A couple more like that. Big breath, tailbone flips, heart rolls up. And round into center, tuck the pelvis forward, chin to chest. Inhale to open. So even as you're dropping, the belly is still pulling the belly button back to the spine. And then tuck and round, cat pose. One more, heart rolls open, cow. And then into your cat squeeze. Back to neutral, knees walk together to touch. And then let the right leg lift up hip height. It kicks straight back, pull the belly up, stay here. If you'd like a little more, take that weight in the left hand, let that arm reach out forward, thumb up. Palm faces your right. Squeeze through the belly. And look down at the right hand. Take a breath. Stay. Big breath, reach. And out. One more here. Let the right knee come down, the toes turn out. Left leg long and the left arm up, keeping that weight, side plank. Lengthen through this left arm. And then let that arm fall over your ear. Bring it back up, reach. And then hand down towards the left hip. If you'd like more, you can lift this left leg, arm up, stack it, breathe. Let that arm come over the ear, empty. Be mindful of how the shoulder feels with added weight, arm up. And arm towards left leg. Pull the belly in, press the right hip a little forward so it stays under the left arm high. And then let it roll over your ear. Breathe in, take it out. And breathe out towards the left leg. We'll do that one more time. Reach that big breath. And arm folds over the ear. Center lift. And hand towards left. Hold it there. Turn the palm up. And then curl that hand in towards the shoulder. And then unwind it back towards the foot. Again, this left leg can be up or down, your choice. Curl in, breathe, belly in. Unwind. If you feel like this weight is too much, you can drop it. If you'd like something more, you can always add, so your choice. Curl, breathe. Unwind. Two more. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, hand lowers. One more. And then let that arm come down. Let the foot settle to earth. And then lift the chest, arms out to a T. So stack the shoulders over the hips. Take a breath. Stay. Arms to the sky, reach up. Switch the weight. And then let them come back out to the side. We'll do that a handful of times. Come up, look up. Switch, arms out. Breathe in, lift. Switch and open. Couple more. Inhale up. Exhale wide. Breathe in, reach. Arms out. Little change. Stay, breathe in. Pull together forward, switch out front. Open, breathe. Pull the ribs in. Exhale, pull forward. Breathe in to open, get a little wider. Pull together. Inhale, open up. And exhale, squeeze. Right hand takes the weight, breathe in. Let the left hand drop to hover, right arm up and then across the body. You can let this left arm wrap around the back, or it can support the left side on the hip, tucking the shoulder. Press the hips, squeeze the belly, lengthen through that right side. Press down through the left foot, stay for one more. Empty, arm up, and let them come out wide, breathe in. And then cartwheel yourself down, let that weight set off to the side of your mat, find your table. Cow pose, heart up and open, hips lift, look forward. And round in, cat squeeze. Open again, breathe and broaden. And round, empty. Do that two more times, cow pose, roll the heart up. And exhale to your cat, round. Open, cow, heart forward. And empty, squeeze, cat. And back to that neutral long spine. Let the knees touch again. And then it's the left leg that kicks up this time, hip height. Hands are flat on earth, press away, squeeze the belly, find your weight if choosing to use one, and send it straight out forward. Kick up through the left heel, reach through the right arm, breathe in. You can always curl these right toes to earth if you'd like a little less. And remember, you can always change out the size of the weight or skip it. One more here in our spinal balance. Stay. Let that left knee come down, toes turn out, right arm high to the sky and right leg long. Reach up, squeeze the belly and then arm over your ear. Palm spins down. Arm up, breathe in. Hand towards right leg. Again, you can lift that right leg or keep it down. Arm up, reach, maybe look at the hand, and then let it spill overhead. You can also look down at this left arm. Reach up, breathe in. Hand towards right foot. A couple more of those. Arm up and over. Breathe in, reach. Breathe out towards the hip. Just one more of those. Inhale up. Exhale over the ear. Breathe in to reach. And let it come down towards the right leg, but let it hover. Squeeze and hold. Press through the ball of the right foot. Squeeze the belly in. Take one more. Set that foot down. Right arm up to the sky. Stack it over the shoulder and then use that to pull you up flat. Breathe in. Tuck the pelvis. Seal the foot down. Stay. Arms reach. Inhale. And hands spill out wide, switch the weight. Breathe in, glutes squeeze, thighs pull inward. Switch, right hand takes the weight out wide. Try not to let the shoulders become the ears. Arms up, lengthen, maybe look up. Open, switch. Inhale to lift, lengthen. With control, lower, breath empties. Drag it in, reach it up. And left arm keeps the weight empty. Stay for the inhale. Pull together, forward, exhale. Big open, breathe, get a little wider. Pull together, empty. Open, breathe, reach. Pull together, empty. Last two, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, hug in middle. Open, breathe. Stay. Right hand to right hip, or it can cross in front or behind. Left arm up and across, reaching. So if you're using this right hand, the elbow hugs back. It's just a little sort of kickstand. It can take that half wrap around the back or around the front. Squeeze the glutes, pull the low belly and upper belly in. Maybe look up right. One more here. Stay. Take a breath. And back out to wide arms. Breathe in. And then slowly cartwheel yourself down, finding your way back to that table. Hold there. Take an inhale, get a little longer. And empty out. On this next inhale, roll the heart up and open to your cow, curl the toes. And then walk the hands one step forward, lift the hips up and back, downward facing dog. So settle into your down dog here. Take a little time to set up. So our feet are hip distance, our shoulders and hands are in line, being shoulder distance apart, and then the shoulders are lifting up and towards the hips. Heels are rooting towards earth, but they do not need to touch the mat. Belly's lifting up and the rib cage is pulling back to the spine, so we're not overarching our low back. Take a breath and let the head sort of hang heavy, let it shake out. Put a bend in the back of the knees, but don't let the knees buckle in towards each other. So keep them lined up in the same space as the feet. So they're still hip distance. Imagine there's a block or something you're able to hug between the thighs. And then spill the hips up a little taller, but pull the belly and rib cage back. Two more here. Take a breath. Hug the biceps into the ears and the shoulders down towards the hips. One more. Stay. On your next inhale, rise up to your toes. Put a bend in your knees. Look forward. And then walk yourself up slowly to the front of your mat. When you find your way to a fold, make sure your weights, if you're using them, are near the front. And then let your head hang heavy. Shake it out. Draw the chin towards the collarbone. Stay here. 2 more. Breathe in, finding a little bit of deeper fold, bending the backs of the knees, either a little bit or a lot, depending on how that feels in the hamstrings. But letting the hamstrings soften a little to lengthen a little more through the spine. 1 more to stay. Breathe in and empty. So find your weights. You'll bring them with you. Let them rest just slightly on the shin bones as you pull yourself halfway up to that flat back. Squeeze the belly. Chin and chest are neutral. Hands are on those weights, and the weights are pressing into the shins lightly. If this is enough, stay. If you'd like more, you'll let the arms float up, shoulder height in line with the hips, palms down, so the thumbs are away from your body. Keep the knees slightly soft, but try to pull the hips above the heels. And then we'll lift the arms up on the inhale, let them come back to hip height on the exhale. Inhale, come up above the hips. Exhale, hip height. A couple more like that. Breathe in, lift. Breathe out, lower. Inhale, arms up. So just a couple inches, nothing major. Hands to hip height. 2 more. Inhale, float up. Exhale, down. Breathe in to lift. Breathe out, lower. Let those arms come back so they're hanging down. And then palms forward. So we'll curl them up. Breathe in. Let them lower. Keep that nice flat back. Squeeze the glutes. Curl up. Arms lower. Breathe in. Draw the wrists towards the shoulders. And then let the arms with control come back long. Pull the belly. Hug the thighs towards each other. Inhale. Curl up. Exhale, check in with the arch. Make sure you're taking it out of the low back by squeezing the abdominal muscles up and in. Curl up. Lower, just 2 more. Breathe in, lift through the hands. Nice and slow. Try not to use momentum, using those muscles. Last one, lift up. Exhale, lower. Curl the arms up. And then let yourself stand up. Arms up to the sky. Breathe in. And then out to your sides, mountain. Shoulders down the back, lift up through the front of the quads, spread the toes wide, stay here. Take a breath. Palms are forward, breathe out. Inhale. Stay. 1 more, take a breath. And empty. So you'll take your weight, switch it to the left hand, so the left hand has both weights. And then you'll let that arm hang heavy and draw the right ear to the right shoulder. You can take this right hand and give your head a little tug to the right, if that feels good, and then really let that left arm hang. 1 more here, take a breath. Stay. Lift up. Switch your weights to your right hand. Make sure you get a good grip on them before you let go. And then let the right arm fall heavy and the left ear fall to the left shoulder. Left arm can just dangle, or again, it can help the ear over, letting that right shoulder just sort of drop. Breathe in. Breathe out. And 1 more here. Stay. Let the left arm unwind. One hand per weight. And then arms back to your sides, Tadasana. So we'll let the arms come out side to side so they're shoulder height. Take a breath. Hold here. Arms up to the sky, breathe in, and then pull them out to goalposts to breathe out. Pull the right leg up into the chest, flex the foot. And then on the empty, set it back to a lunge. Arms reach up as you're ready. Tuck the tail. Pull the arms out wide. Press up, reach. Pull out wide. Stop at shoulder height. So inhale, arms up. Exhale to that 90 degree. Elbows in line with shoulders, wrists in line with elbows. 2 more of those. Breathe in, pull up. Breathe out, lower. Inhale, press up. Exhale to lower. Take a breath. Pull the elbows towards each other, empty. Big open reach. Elbows forward, palms face each other. 3 more. Inhale, open. Bend the left knee, tuck the pelvis. Exhale, pull together. Soften that right knee as much as you need. Inhale, open. You can drop it to earth as well. Pull together. Take a breath. And then let the hands come to earth. Drop the weights gently. Frame the foot. Take a breath. Left leg to the sky. 3-legged dog. Send it all the way up. Peel it open. You can bend this knee if that feels better. Or you can keep the leg long. If it's long, check in with that heel. It's turning to the right side and the left toes are turning left. The belly knits back towards the spine. The heel sinks. And the left shoulder stays closed. Take a breath. Empty out. 1 more lift. Left foot to right. High plank. Pull forward. Stay. You can drop knees or stay lifted. Pull the shoulders even more forward. Scoop the pelvis. And then press through the heels. Pull forward. Breathe in. Press through the heels. Breathe out. We'll do that 2 more times. Pull forward. Press. 1 more forward. This time lower. Flip the toes. Heart forward. Big breath. Lift up. And then exhale back to your down dog. Stay. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale, lift to the toes, put a bend in the knees, hips stay up, look forward. Walk, step, or see if you can hop yourself up and forward, full. As you find your halfway lift, you can do so with your weights. Press them off your shins, lengthen the spine, pull the belly in, head forward. Breathe in, breathe out. Arms float up along the side, squeeze. Stay. Float them up. Bring them down. Breathe in to lift. Breathe out to hover. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, lower. 2 more of those. Breathe in, lift. Breathe out, lower. 1 more, lift. Exhale, lower. Arms straight down under the shoulders. Hold. Turn the palms forward and stay. So we'll curl up as you're ready. Palms curl towards the shoulders. And then exhale, they lower down. Curl them up, breathe in. Lower down. Keep the hips over the heels. Curl up, breathe. Lower, flatten the back, pull the belly in, curl up, breathe. Lower. 3 more. Hands to shoulders. Hands under shoulders. So curl them up. Slowly let them lower. 1 more, curl up. And lower. As you're ready, curl up. And then stand up, arms to the sky. Breathe in. Arms to your sides. Breathe out. So again, we'll switch that weight to the right hand to start. Take a breath. And then let the hand drop and the ear fall to the shoulder. This left arm, again, it can walk around the back. It can come out or it can work to the crown. Breathe in. Breathe out. Filling up. Empty. 1 more. Stay. Lift the crown slowly. Switch your weights. Make sure you have a firm grip before you change out. And then drop the other ear. Again, this right arm can go out wide. It can wrap the back. It can tap through the side of the head gently. Breathe in. Breathe out. Let that left hand really draw down with the weight so you're feeling space building up through this outside of the left shoulder and the left neck. As you're ready, lift up. Both hands take a weight, finding your way back to your mountain. Shoulders draw down the back. Breathe in. Breathe out. So let the arms come out side to side, shoulder height to start. Lift up through the back of the legs, through the front of the quads. Engage the glutes. In breath. Stay. Arms to the ceiling. Breathe in. pull them out to goalposts. Try not to arch the back, left leg to chest. Stay, filling up, empty. One more. Set that left foot back, lunge. Now remember, you can always not use weights at parts and then add them when you feel ready. Arms up, press. Pull down. Bend deep in the right knee. Keep it over the ankle. Press up. Tuck the pelvis slightly forward so it's neutral, elbows out wide. Inhale, reach. Exhale, pull. Breathe in, lift. Slowly pull them out. One more, reach up. And arms out wide. Take a breath. Pull together. So forearms hug. Big open, a little lift in the chest. Pull it in. Open, breathe in. And pull together. Last two, inhale to lift. Exhale to squeeze. Inhale, press out. Exhale, pull together. Take a breath. And then let those hands come down. Drop them off to the side. Hands plant, take an in-breath. Three-legged dog. Right leg up and into the sky. Fan out the toe. Head hangs heavy. You can look up under that right armpit, or you can keep this right hip square. Two more to stay. Breathe in. Hug the right shoulder square. Pull the top ribs up and in. One more. Right foot to left. Take a breath. Stay. On your next inhale, rise to your toes. Put a bend in your knees. Look forward. Walk yourself. Hop or step forward. Finding that fold. Let the feet come out wide. Right hand to left, left to right, ragdoll. If you'd like, you can take your weights and lock those into your elbows and add a little weight to your ragdoll. So just make sure you're holding onto those weights. They don't accidentally fall onto the toes. And then fold heavy. Hips lift, head drops. Stay. So we'll put that all together again one more time on each side with some different varieties. So just go where it works for you, and if keeping it the same as the last time works, do so. So you can unwind your ragdoll and then let the feet come together to touch. Hands float up to shin bones with or without weights, your choice. Breathe in. And then arms fly back like wings. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower. Breathe in, float up. Breathe out, lower. Inhale up. And exhale, hover down. Two more. Breathe in, float up. Breathe out, hover. One more to lift. Come back to neutral. Turn the palms to face the body. Bend the elbows this time, and then kick straight on back. Bend at the elbow, and then send it back. Couple more of those. Bend, send back, bend. This time as you send back, turn the palm up. Palm in, curl in. Kick it back, palm up. Don't forget to breathe. A couple more like that. Palms face the body, arms tuck in. Keep the elbows by the body, and then kick back and turn the palms up. Two more. Pull in, stop when you get to 90. Kick back, palms up. Curl in, and kick back. Let the arms lower, straight under the chest. And then a little different this time. We're coming straight forward. So we'll do one arm at a time to start. Right arm up, right arm down. Breathe in, left arm lifts. Breathe out, lower. Keep that flat back. Right arm, lower, empty. Left, reach. Lower. You can keep singles or both. Come up, breathe. Come back down. Come on up, breathe. And back down. So either have two more rounds or a right and a left. So right up or both. Back down. Left up or both. Back down. Pull the hands up to the shoulders and then stand yourself up slowly. Arms high, breathe in. Pull them out to goalposts, breathe out. Take a breath. Stay. Right knee to chest, fill it. And then crescent lunge, set it back. Arms straight up, breathe in. Pull out to 90. So if you'd like to keep that, do it. If you'd like more, straighten the left leg as you lift up. Sit it all down, empty. Press up, reach, breathe. Pull down, empty. Inhale, up. Exhale, sink. Couple more, breathe in, lift. Breathe out, lower. Inhale, squeeze up. Exhale, sink down, stay. Open the chest, breathe in. Pull together. Open, breathe, maybe a back bend. Tuck it in, round. Open, fill, and lift. Squeeze, empty. Just 2 more like that. Breathe in to open. Squeeze it in. And 1 more. Squeeze it in. Come back to wide arms, take a breath. See if you can press into the left foot and come back up, right knee to chest. Breathe in, right foot down, arms high, breathe. Let them come down to your side. Right hand grabs both weights, take a breath. And then let the ear drop to the left. The left arm goes where you choose. Breathe in, stay. 1 more. Hold. Lift the head. And then switch. This right arm can drop. It can help the head. It can wrap around the back. Let that left shoulder build some space. Pull the belly in. 2 more. Breathe in. Breathe out. The last one right where you are. Engage the front of the legs. Lift and get a little taller through your middle. Empty. Head up. Both hands, take a weight if you're using them, and then back to your mountain. So we'll find that same thing on the second side. Arms reach, grow. Arms out wide. Left leg to chest, breathe in. Crescent lunge, breathe out with goalpost arms. Arms up for the first round, keep the leg bent, pull out. Choice to continue that or straighten and lift. Sink down. Press up, squeeze the thighs. Sit empty. Breathe in, reach. Breathe out, lower. Couple more of these. Inhale to lift up. And exhale to sit down. Try not to lean forward, so it's a lift straight up. And a sink in center. Stay here, open the chest. Maybe lift the heart. And then pull it together. Big breath, open, arch, press through the left heel, squeeze that glute, round it in, pull the belly, press through the left or right heel. Inhale, open, press through left heel. Round in, press through the whole right foot, scissor the thighs together. 2 more, open, big in breath, squeeze it. Another inhale to open, and an exhale to pull together. Take it out wide, root through the right foot, breathe in. Step left leg back up to the chest. Breathe in. Foot to earth, Tadasana. Stay here. Let the belly tuck. Let the palms roll forward. Elbows towards the sides. Breathe in. And breathe out. Couple more. Take a breath. Use this as a space to reset, to rest, and to regroup. 1 more. Stay. So curl the arms up to about 90, and then we'll bend the knees for chair. Stay here. Tuck the tailbone under. Flatten the spine. Palms are up. Stay. Breathe in. And breathe out. Inhale. Exhale. So we'll lower the arms. And then we'll curl them up. Lower down. Curl up. Lower. And lift up. Couple more. Breathe in. And out. In breath. Empty. Come on. One more, curl up, breathe in. And breathe out. Stay in your chair, find that 90. Hold. Tuck the tail. And then we'll challenge the heels. So come on up, use your belly, lift through the balls of the feet. Sit the heels down. Breathe in, lift up. Breathe out, sit down. Inhale, roll up. Exhale, roll down. So we'll put that together. Inhale up, keep the curl. Roll down, lower. Inhale, lift, tuck up. Exhale, down. Breathe in, lift up. Sit down. 3 more like that. Curl it up. And then sink it. Breathe in to lift. Breathe out to lower. Last one, lift up. Sink down. Stand all the way up, arms to the sky. And then to your sides. Take a breath. Stay. One more. Empty. Let the arms come up. And then bring them through your third eye. Your heart. Fold yourself in half. And all the way to earth. Release the weight. Stay here. Take a breath. Lift halfway without your weights. Fingers to floor or to those shin bones. And then hands to the mat. Find your way to a down dog. Feet back, hands forward. Settle. Pull the belly up and in. Lift the hips. Soften the back of the knees. Take a breath. Drain it out. Inhale. Exhale. Just one more right here. Stay. Let the feet touch and the right leg circles up to the sky. Big breath in. Peel open, flex the foot, lengthen. Last one. Stay. Lift that leg a little bit taller. And then high plank with the knee tapping into the chest. Send it up, breathe in. Tap it forward, breathe out. One more like that, roll it up. Let that knee tap forward and then slide it back under the hip. Toes kick out behind you. Grab your weight in your left hand and then send it up to the sky. When you get that arm up to the ceiling, a little different than before, reach it. And then roll, follow it under the side body. Peel up and open, big reach. Tuck it through, empty. Up and open, big reach. And tuck it through. 2 more like that. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, round it through. Circle, lift. And tuck it on in. Come back up, arm to the sky. And then arm to your side again, palm up. So we'll add our curls here. So draw up through the palm. Maybe lift this left leg and then lower. Curl up and down. 3 more like that. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. Breathe in to reach. Breathe out to lower. 1 more. Curl it up. And then exhale. Put that foot down. Spill it down. Weight to earth. Plant the left foot to earth. And then 3-legged dog. Resend that right leg to the sky. Breathe in. This time the knee comes into the nose, but it sets between the hands. Find both of your weights. Draw them up to the chest and then stand up to your crescent lunge, but drop the left foot. Spin open and then arms out front to back, warrior 2. So instead of normal palms down, we'll face the palms to your left so you're punching out through the fist. Bend in that right knee and look to the right. Breathe in. Breathe out. So again, if this is a lot, get rid of the weights or change out the size or the heaviness, I should say. Squeeze the outside edge of the left foot down, bend into that right knee, press through the knuckles. And then we'll add a little movement. Arms up, straighten the right leg. Back out wide, empty. Reach up, lift. Exhale, sink through the middle. Look right. 2 more. Draw up, look up. Sink down, look right. Breathe in, look up. Sink down. Let this left arm hover. Don't put it on the leg. And right arm to the sky. Reach it up. And then maybe bend that elbow. Let that arm press back up. Bend the elbow. Try to keep the elbow above the shoulder. So kick the arm up. Bend the elbow. 2 more like that. Pull the belly in. Sit into this right knee. Kick the arm up. Bend at the elbow. 1 more. Reach. With control, lower. Arm up, reach. Warrior 2. Breath out. Take an inhale. Straighten the right leg. Turn the toes. So we're wide. Breathe in. Arms forward. Breathe out. Open. Pull them together. 2 more like that. Reach. Pull together. Last one. Open. Pull together. Take a breath. Pull the arms back to your sides. And then we'll fold ourselves in half. So arms will lower. And then they'll just pull up. So do that again. Lower. Flat back. And then arms pull up, elbows to the sky. Lower and lift. Just a couple more. Breathe in. Let the hands hover down. Breathe out. Elbows draw up. 2 more. Lower with control. Draw up. Flatten the spine. Last one. Draw the hands down. Pull them up. Stand back up. And then arms come back out wide. Stay. Breathe in. Breathe out. Left arm to the sky, right arm drops. Back to center. Drop left, breathe in, reach right. Back to center. We'll do that 2 more times. Right, lift left. And back out wide. Left, reach right. And back out wide. Right toes turn back to the short edge of the right side of your mat. Bend the knee. Take a breath. Cartwheel the hands to earth. Unwind those weights. Plant the palms. And then land on the ball of the left foot. Your choice of weight or no weight. Left hand down. And then right arm high twist. Breathe in. Breathe out. 2 more. Pull up through the belly. Roll through the rib cage. And if this does not feel comfortable, this is where your prop can be a helpful tool with bringing the floor to you. You can also forego the weight and just let the arm lift up high. Press through the left heel, stay for 1 more. Hand to earth, slide off of any props, take a breath. Right foot steps, try not to drag it, chaturanga. Flip and lift, breathe in. Breathe out, downward facing. Stay here. Take an in breath. Hold. I'll turn around here so I am facing you again. As you're ready, left leg to the sky. 3-legged dog. Send it up and send it open. Breathing in. And then left knee, left arm, tuck forward, high plank. Send it up, reach it back. Tuck it in. 1 more like that. Send it up, reach it back. Tuck it in. This time as you inhale, open up, breathe in. Instead of knee to arm, pull it to center. And then send it down under the hip. Grab your weight, right arm up. So you can stay here, you can keep this right leg on earth, or you can pick it up hip height. Arm reaches, breathe, and then you'll tuck and roll. So I'll show you the leg down variety as well. Reach up, tuck and roll. Follow that hand. Peel and lift, reach. Roll it down, empty. Peel and come on up, breathe. Roll down, press. Just a couple more. Circle up, breathe in. Roll it down, breathe out. Inhale, open. And exhale, circle it down. As you come back up, maybe lift that right leg. And then right hand towards it, palm up. So we'll add curls, arm up towards the shoulder. Hand down. Try not to let that arm contact the leg. A little space. Curl it up. Check in with what you're doing with your neck. So try not to hold the neck in a strange angle. Just let it be neutral. Couple more here. Curl, squeeze the right leg. Unwind, left shoulder, left wrist in line. Inhale, roll up. And exhale, roll down. Last one, curl up. And then hand to earth, foot to floor. Land on the ball of this right foot and then send this left leg up and open. Big breath in. All the way up and through this time. Find your low lunge footing. Find your weights. And then lift yourself up. Maybe hands to hips. Take a breath. And then open to warrior two. Arms punch out front to back. You're looking left this time. Check in with this right leg. The foot is parallel and the leg is long. And we have a nice deep bend in this left. Arms out, lengthening front to back. Breathe in. Squeeze through center. Try not to let this right arm get above the left or below it. So both arms are parallel to the floor. We'll hold for just two more before we add that movement. And then as you're ready, straighten and lift. Exhale to sink, look left. Big breath, pull up. Exhale, press down. Breathe in to reach. Breathe out to lower. Last two of these, reach up. Plug the shoulders into the sockets. Pull the rib cage back, arms down. Soften the jaw, reach up. And warrior two. Reverse that warrior. So right arm hovers. It does not contact this leg, but it hangs left arm up. And then we'll drop the hand so elbow stays high. Lower down. Kick it up. Lower down. Press it up. Inhale. And exhale. So keep moving with your breath. Try to keep that left elbow above the left shoulder. And just let that weight drop slowly, making sure not to hit yourself in the shoulder or the head. Two more. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more. Stay. Let that arm kick up and they both come out wide. Left leg straightens, but instead of being wide this time, we'll tuck the heels in. If you need to adjust your feet for a little shorter stance, you can do so, and then bend the knees to goddess. Let the hands lower straight in front. Stay. So we'll curl up, breathe in, lower, curl, and lower. Your choice is single heels or double. So we'll start with right, lift it up, curl it up, lower down, curl up left. Empty sink. Again, right or pull them both up. Breathe. Lower. Try not to get too much taller. Curl up. Tall spine though. Lower. Again, back to single right or both heels. And sink. Try not to let the elbows get out wide so they stay close up on both toes. Or just the left and then sink. We'll do that two more times. Come on up, both or right. Stay low, thighs are working parallel to earth. Come on up, left or both. And down. So now we'll add more to it. Stand up, curl up. Squat down, lower down. Curl up, stand. Sit down, lower. Two more like that. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, slide down. Imagine you're sliding down a wall. Curl up. Sink down. Arms curl up, turn the palms to face each other, and then arms straight out forward. Take a breath, stay. Last little bit here, open out wide, breathe in, pull together, breathe out, keep your goddess legs open, breathe, pull together. Three more, breathe in, pull out wide, and together. Inhale, open, and together. We'll do just one more because I lost count. Open out. Pull together. Let those arms lower, stand up. Left toes back forward, arms out wide. Big reverse up. And then slowly let those hands bring you back to earth. Plant the palms, slide the weights. And then right hand stays this time. Left arm with or without weights, your choice, just twist. Press up, stay. Again, you can drop that knee and you can use any props that suit you. One more here. Stay, reach a little taller. Hand to earth. If you drop that knee, pop it up. Step the left foot back. Shoulders over wrist, pull forward. Lower. Up and open, lift your chest. Back to your down dog. Stay there for a breath. Breathe in. And breathe out. We have one more chair along the way here, so come up to your toes, put a bend in the knees, look forward. And then find your way to the front of your mat. Halfway lift with or without weights, your choice. Fold. Grab your weights, bring them up through the chest, stand up tall. And then arms to your sides, Tadasana. Curl up, bend the knees, sit down. Stay. Up to toes, take an in-breath. Sink the heels. Inhale, maybe the arms don't move or maybe they sink with the exhale. Stand up and curl, or up through the heels, I should say, lower. Curl up, stay low in the hips. Sink down. Breathe in, lift. Breathe out, lower. Just two more of these. Inhale, lift up. Exhale. Inhale, curl up, belly in. Exhale, lower. So we'll curl and stand again. Sit. Curl and stand. Sit. Two more like that. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, sink. One more, lift up. Exhale to sink. Curl up, stay here. Arms to your sides. So stay here, close the eyes. Take a moment. Settle and breathe. And then from your Tadasana, with or without the weights, we'll lift the shoulders, lower them down, lift them up again, reach, and down. Maybe up and back, down, and then maybe back and forward. Take a few more of those rolls as it suits you. And then let the feet walk out a little wider. And we'll start to roll down. So you can start with your hands sort of at chest center, start to put a bend in the knees. Let yourself start to roll, and as you get heavier, you can let the arms just sort of drag you back towards earth. Again, you can find that ragdoll with weights if that feels good, right to left, left to right. Just make sure those weights are safely locked in the elbows so that they don't roll off onto the toes. And then as you feel ready, let those weights release. Find your way to the mat and then to a cross-legged seat. And then once you find your seat, rock a little side to side, removing any extra cushion. Hands find the knees. Sit up nice and tall. And then again, just a few more rinse outs for those shoulders. We spent a lot of time working through the shoulders, so let the right ear drop towards the right side. Again, you can let that hand come over. One other option, you can take this left hand, lift up through the left sitting bone, sit back on the hand, and then really let that space build as you draw the right shoulder towards the right ear. And as you feel complete there, unwind. And we'll just let the head rock in a half circle around side to side. And then sitting up tall, lift. And let the left ear drop. Again, you can take this right hand, lean a little to the left, sit it under the hip. So you would take it and just sort of wedge it under, but it would be your right hand. And then this left hand can help the left ear towards the left shoulder. And as you feel ready, unwind that. And again, we'll just take half circles. So ear to shoulder, moving with your breath. And then if you want to start to take it into a full circle, if you start that a handful one way and then a handful the other way. And again, as you feel complete, sitting up nice and tall, take a breath and then twist to your right. Left hand finds any part of the right knee. This right arm sort of uses the support to press you upright so that you can twist with a tall spine. As you feel ready, unwind that side, reset, lengthen the spine, breathe in, and then twist to your left, breathe out. Rolling open, using this right hand to just hold a little onto that left leg. Not really using it to create torque or tension, but just using it for support today. And then we'll come back to center. Let the legs walk long, so feet side by side. And we'll just press down through the palms and sit up nice and tall to start. So notice as you sit up tall, if that sort of juts out the front of the ribs, really pull back. So you're building length, but with center or core engagement. Pull the toes back towards the nose. And pull the rib cage back to the spine. And if this is enough work for you, stay. If you'd like to fold forward, arms can reach up. And then folding with a nice long flat back. As you feel ready, you can drop the head and the chest and fold. You'll tuck your chin. I will keep mine just slightly elevated so that you can hear me. But if you have the space, you'll let your forehead connect to the legs. You can also take any prop and set it on the shin and let the forehead connect to that if that feels good. Just a couple more right here. And then as you feel ready, lift up, slide off any props, and then we'll plant the feet. We'll find a boat pose. So last little bit of active work, chest forward. If you'd like to take weights with your boat, have them handy. Hands will stay on earth to start. You'll lift the feet. If you use your hands for support, you'll forego weight, so hands behind the knees or hands on earth. If you are comfortable free floating the arms, they can float out along with the legs. They can come out to the sides or they can come up to the sky. And again, you don't have to use weights. You can also just let the arms float. We want to pull the chest to the thighs and the thighs to the chest. We have a nice long spine and a nice flat back. And then only then, if that can remain, arms come out. 2 more, breathe in, breathe out, filling up, empty. Let the feet come back to earth, sit up nice and tall. And then see if you can roll yourself down to earth, maybe with your weights, maybe without. And then when you get onto your back, arms can come way up overhead. Be mindful if you still have your weights that it doesn't let or injure your shoulders. And then from where you are, legs come up to the sky. So just take a few moments moments right here in a gentle inversion. Staying, melting. We'll add a little bit of belly work here in just a moment, only if you'd like. You can stay right here. If you'd like to do a few more things with your weights, arms straight up overhead, legs to the ceiling. And then let the left leg come long towards earth. It hovers. Use those arms, punch the chest out, breathe in, and then let the arms come out, shoulder height, breathe out. Arms up. Right and left leg switch, empty. Take a breath. Arms forward and they frame the left leg. So a little twist to the left. Arms up, breathe in. The legs switch, breathe out. Arms forward, breathe in. Stay. Arms up, in breath. Switch the legs, empty. Forward with the arms, breathe in. Stay for the empty. Lift them back up, breathe. Flex the feet, switch. Inhale, arms right. They frame the leg, a little twist to the right. Stay. Come back up, breathe. Switch the legs, last one. Hands towards the left. They frame that left leg. Stay. Arms up, breathe in. Both legs to the sky, shoulders down. Let the elbows start to soften and the hands come back to earth. Bend the knees. Let the feet come out hip distance. Hands come down towards the earth. And then you'll press into the palms, press into the shoulders, take a breath, and then if you'd like, find your way up into a bridge pose. Keep your bridge. If you'd like to take a supported bridge, your block can come underneath your hips, so under your sacrum at any height. So I'll show you middle height here, so you just place that block under your sacrum, hips rest on it. Arms can come out to goal pose, they can stay by your sides. Anything that suits you here. If you are floating your bridge, or if you take that block or support on a skinny variety, so you take it sort of long ways, the arms might still fit under the back, so you can roll the shoulders under, press the pinkies down, and get a little more of that heart opening. Stay for one more. Empty. Roll up off that block. And then let yourself slide back to earth. Walk the feet out wide. And then let the knees knock in. So you can then cross the arms across the body and just let the hands hang heavy. Or if you'd like, you can take your weights and do the same thing. So give yourself a hug. And then let the weights draw the hands to earth. It doesn't matter which arm is on top. We'll switch them. Slowly let those arms come back up. Switch the one that was closest to the throat. And then again, let the hands fall heavy. Just noticing a stretch through the arms. Arms come back up, and then let the arms come out wide. Maybe they keep the weights just for ease. And then we'll let the feet come back to hip distance, and we'll just let the knees spill to the right, and you'll look left. So a little bit of a more mild twist to start here, but you'll unwind the right foot from the earth, pick it up, and then set it on top of the outside of the left thigh. And then take the ankle and the heel of that right foot and sort of pull that left leg away from center. In the same effort that you pull the left side body back and up towards the shoulders. So you'll start to feel that sensation sort of building right in the inner hip crease, and then you'll look a little further to the left. And then as you're ready, unwind, come back up. Keep the right foot, so figure four. And then take your right hand and give it a little push away. You can stay there, or let the left leg Lengthen and keep the right leg as it is. So you might notice that that left hip tries to pick up in space here. You can take one of your weights and keeping your hand with it, but you can just sort of rest it on the thigh. You can take one or actually both if you are comfortable sort of holding them there. But just giving that little extra counter to keep that left hip down. If you prefer to do this with sandbags or a bag of rice or anything else that sort of has a little more weight to it at home, you're welcome to do that. I like to do this with sandbags. But whatever suits you here. Let the eyes soften. Keep the right foot active. Keep the thigh of the left leg connected with the right ankle bone. And then send your breath to those tight spaces in the right hip. As you feel ready, if you use any weights, let them come off. Let the right foot unwind. And then both feet flat to earth. Let the knees swish a little side to side again. And then as they go to the left, let them just sort of fall there to start, look right. And then you'll take this little left foot, bring it up, and the ankle bone outside the right thigh. So above and on top, you'll use the heel to pull the leg away, and then you'll take through the shoulder and you'll try to draw back and look right to build length, not just in the rib cage, but through this hip flexor from the inside of the hip flexor up and outside as it connects towards the side obliques and into the side body. So really feeling that sort of space building all the way through that area. Be mindful though that you don't feel a lot of this stretch in the knee joints. We don't really want to translate it there. We want to keep it in the hip. And then slowly again, as you're ready, come up to center, keep that cross. You can stay here. This is a little more mild to press the left hand on this left leg or to let the right leg come completely long to earth. And again, you might want to take any of your weight varieties and just sort of rest them on that right thigh bone to remind it to stay heavy and to earth so you're not falling off to the left. Just a couple more right here, softening, breathing, finding space. And then again, removing any weight that you might have. Feet to earth, let them again swish side to side. And then soles of the feet together, knees open side to side like a book. Again, you can hold these weights and sort of rest them on the inner thigh. So not the knee, so we don't want them all the way out on the knee and not just all the way up into the pelvis, but sort of the fleshiest part of the thigh. And if you were alternating between 2 and 3 pounds, you can put one of each on there if you want to hold them and add sort of a 5 pound. Again, sandbags or a bag of rice or anything like that that has some weight to it, ankle weights, those types of things are options if you have that at home. If you're using your weights with sort of the little knobby ends, just make sure you're holding on to something so they don't roll off and land on an ankle or a foot unexpectedly. The last couple here, breathe in. breathe out. Filling up. Empty. If you chose to add a weight, let the weight release. And then let the knees come back up into center chest. Give yourself a really tight little hug. Draw the knees into the chest. Maybe rock a little side to side. And then as you feel complete with your movement, find Shavasana. Remember, it's your space and your practice, so if you feel you need a little more time in a posture, or you need a posture we haven't covered, you're welcome to get there. As you feel ready, legs wide, arms out away from the body. Let yourself melt. Find your final rest. Soften through the jaw and the face. Unclench the teeth. And then just find heaviness. I will let you rest here for a few moments of silence. So take this time just for you. Slowly inviting movement to return to your body. Wiggling fingers and toes. And let the knees tuck into center chest. And then finding your way off to a side of your choosing today. I thank you for taking this time to honor you, to find space where you need it, to use this time to restore, to regroup, reset, so that you can be a better version of you for those around you. Self-care is super important, so thank you for honoring you. As you feel ready, press yourself up to a seat, anything that is comfortable. Hands come to the center of the chest, Anjali Mudra. Thumb knuckles press into the sternum. The light in my heart honors and greets the light in yours. Letting our thumbs come up to our third eye together. Pressing into our eye of intuition, our third eye, knowing that we are all truly blessings. Taking one more breath in here together, filling up, drawing in that prana, that life force, that energy. And as we exhale, we'll bow together. Namaste. Thank you everyone so much for tuning in. Again, I'm Amanda. A couple other things that are coming up here shortly. I'll be doing a barre class, which is a little different than yoga. I used to teach them regularly, but the studio that I used to work for that hosted those closed. So I just sub those at the moment, but they're fun. So if you have a chair or a wall, that will suffice. If you don't have a barre, which probably most of us don't, I don't. So I'll be using chairs and walls to demo that. I'll also be doing a wall class, not in a restorative sense, but in sort of an active vinyasa style class, using the wall for a lot of balance work and some things along that nature. And then lastly, I'll be doing a fusion class coming up here soon too. So it's a combination of restorative at the beginning and the ends, and vinyasa in the middle. So that is the class that I rotate at AIM on Sundays. The weighted class is actually my regular Saturday class at Rival. We do a weighted yoga class at 11, and also I think it's Tuesday nights with Emily at Rival. And then the other sort of classes that you see popping in, I sprinkle into any of my other weekday classes. So tune in, check it out, stay tuned, and have a lovely day. Catch you soon. Namaste. Stay safe, everybody.